What is up, guys? Hope you're having a fantastic day. So today in my garage, it is 7 degrees outside. And if you look here, everywhere. We call it the snowpocalypse. So I've been out of work for the past week. It snowed and iced over. It's been about 5 degrees to 7 degrees for pretty much a week straight. So since last Sunday till today at the time of this recording, it's been over a week, and it still hasn't let up at all. People are in ditches, like people are driving crazy, like everybody's stuck at home because the roads are so iced over, they can't do anything. But that's not why I wanted to talk to you today. Today I want to talk to you about stress and how it can affect your muscle gains. Now, a lot of people think stress is just something you manage and then it's all over, but stress goes so much further than that. Stress is such a debilitating deal, and in order to maximize your muscle gains, you're gonna have to get your stress under control. And I know a lot of you don't wanna hear that, but it's so true. Now, just doing something you wanna do isn't going to help with your muscle gains. You have to literally feel 100% content and happy in order to really boost that muscle building effect. Now, if you're just doing a daily grind, you hate your job, but you're going every day, then obviously you're not going to be able to reduce your stress enough to have an optimal effect on your muscles. But I would definitely say stress is something that you can study. They've done extensive studies on stress, and in a couple of studies they found that a person being attacked by someone with a knife exhibited the same stress response as someone who was stressed going to a job they didn't like every single day. That prolonged kind of stress was similar in cortisol levels and stress markers as the guy who got attacked with the man with the knives. And I mean, all these studies are available online. You can do your own research. But to me, the whole take home of that is it's just fascinating. It's amazing that something that can bother you just a little bit can turn a molehill into a mountain, and that mountain can literally destroy your ability to build muscle. God, it is freezing out here. I should have worn my mitts. But I mean, stress, and I'm going to tell you a story, okay? So basically, I used to work this job. It doesn't matter if you guys know or not. I mean, I used to work at DirecTV. And at DirecTV, my hours were from 3:30 in the morning till about 9 o'clock at night. So I was easily pulling well over 12-hour shifts every single day. And then we started working Saturdays. Well, I did this for about a year. And the last 5 months of my job, no matter what I ate, it would just come out nasty. I mean, my bowel movements were completely irregular. I didn't feel good. I wasn't sleeping right anymore. I started being insanely irritable. I had problems with my skin, rashes popping up, high blood pressure, sugar levels out of balance, and I wasn't eating nasty food. I was actually taking, protein shakes with me. I was doing veggies and greens and chicken and rice, and I was eating healthy just like I do now. And the only difference was we went to the doctor, and the doctor basically said, you are so stressed out that it is causing all of these problems. And not only to mention that, I was losing weight like crazy. It sounds like I've got cancer or something, but that wasn't it at all. It was literally, the stress was so powerful, and the need to sleep, the need to do something different, the need to have a different job, blah, blah, blah. It was literally interfering with me being able to hold on to my weight, be regular. It interfered with all of my biological functions, my bowel movements, my mood, anxiety went up through the roof. And just stress will kill you, man. And like I said, if you really, as a natural lifter, want to optimize your ability to put on muscle, then it is even more important for you to consider all the variables that have to do with muscle gain. So we want to make sure our food's on point. We want to make sure that we're, that we're sleeping, that we're happy. We want to make sure that we're optimizing recovery. We're eating our vegetables. We're timing our supplements. Now, if you're on steroids, obviously those things are just as important. I'm not saying one's more important than the other, but as a natural lifter, you are at a severe disadvantage as far as building muscle, because when you take PEDs, your body is in a prime state all the time to put on muscle no matter what you do. So in that regard, for an enhanced lifter, it's not going to be as important. It's still important, but not as important. As a natural, you really want to focus on the main things. Stress is one of those things, and I guarantee you, if there's something that's bothering you, figure out a way that you can trust someone or talk with someone, or figure out something you can do to kind of alleviate that stress. I know for me, when I start feeling that stress creep up after I worked DirecTV, I got really smart about my body, and I started seeing the warning signs before they happen. So for me, when something comes up and it kind of bothers me, I feel that little tingle, like, I don't know how I feel about that. I always make sure I find someone that I can talk to, because for me, venting out helps me reduce stress tremendously. Now, I've changed jobs probably once a year for the past 4 years. Before that, I changed jobs. I worked about 10 to 11 jobs in a year. I mean, I got a college degree, I switched jobs, job hopped, could not find any place that I would deem necessary to work as a long term. It was, most of this was fast food and factory, and I have a college degree in exercise science and kinesiology. So, I mean, I'm not unable to work. It's just I was going through that, and the stress of that was severely limiting my ability to put on muscle. So what I did was I kept looking, and even just recently I changed jobs, and now I'm at a position to where I'm so happy. I can't believe I got in here, but if I wouldn't have kept trying, I wouldn't have gotten there. But I promise all this wraps around stress. What I'm saying is, I know that was an issue for me. I know that jobs were an issue for me. I needed a place I could work to where I was truly happy, and I could come home and that wouldn't affect my family life and my muscle building and YouTube as well. So now that I've found it, all of that's gone away. I've found that my calories are lower, my protein is lower, but I'm putting on more muscle. And you guys may or may not be able to tell, but I mean, I'm a lighter weight than I've ever been before, and my thickness is through the absolute roof. My peaks are starting to really peak out. Biceps are looking absolutely insane. Shoulders are rounding. Back looks wide as mess. I mean, it's amazing what stress handicaps you too. So, as a telltale, just focus on your stress, guys. Make sure you're doing everything properly, and then get rid of that stress, and always be one-upping yourself. What can I do next? What can I do better? How can I get rid of stress better, and how can I be more okay? Once that's taken care of, you'll just need to work on the next thing. Stress won't be an issue for you. You'll be a master at handling it. So I know this was a long video, guys. This one was for Furhat. I believe that's how you say your name. But yes, thank you for the suggestion to do this video. I know it's a little bit long-winded, and I hope you get some type of value out of it with the story and all. But definitely appreciate your time and appreciate everyone's support. I could not do this without you, and you make it worthwhile. So if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to throw a comment down below. What do you guys think about stress? How have you seen muscle impact your lifting, and has it even impacted it at all? Leave a comment down below, like the video if this gives you value, and make sure to share it with your friends if you think this is helpful. As always, guys, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. I'm gonna go inside and get warm before my fingers freeze. Take care, guys.